Well, we've been talking about it for weeks, and as of last night, it became official. Starting in January, Evansville residents will shell out more for recycling. The City Council approved the increase last night, as we said. Now, this has left many with a lot of questions. Eyewitness News' Miranda Meister went looking for answers.
The decision's been made. The people of Evansville will pay more for recycling. But that also means Tri-State Resource Recovery, the company in charge of the city's recycling program, will stay open. On our Eyewitness News Facebook page, we asked how you feel about the increase. Many of you said you don't like it. And that's the same point of view Councilwoman Missy Mosby took when we spoke with her before the vote.
We shouldn't keep tacking on fees to our constituents. In my second ward, there's a lot of people throughout the city and in the second ward that they live paycheck to paycheck. And this increase may not affect some people, but the majority of people it does. It's going to be, a detriment to them and how they're going to figure out their budget.
Others wanted to know if money is made and where it goes.
Revenues that come from the sale of the material fund the operation of the business.
Things like salaries and electricity. But the problem is, why is this being talked about now? Why an increase right now? Evansville Water and Sewer Utilities says Tri-State Resource Recovery hasn't made money in years. They actually started losing money in 2017, but as of June 30th of this year, they've lost more than $400,000.
Because of restrictions going into China and other overseas markets, it's provided a glut of material here domestically, basically created an oversupply with not enough demand, and that's driven the price down. It used to be back 2017 and prior that we had international markets that we would offer the commodities to. It had a greater demand, it had a lot greater value to it.
Brian Weitzel broke the numbers down for us. He says it costs about $48 to process a ton of recycling. But he says that's not close to how much they get back.
The aggregate value of all of the recycling that comes into our facility through the single stream facility is approximately $18 per ton. That's an average sales value for those commodities. It's been as high as $90 and $100 before.
Weitzel says around 65% of people in Evansville participate in recycling, and he doesn't expect that number to drop with the increase. In Evansville, Miranda Meister, Eyewitness News.
We also asked how much of our recycling ends up in the landfill anyway. And he said that a majority of the things recycled can be sold, but about 13% of what's put in the containers cannot be recycled. But he says that's partly because many put in items like garden hoses, which cannot be recycled here.